Ciao famiglia! Today I'm taking you to a place that means everything to me. This is Soriano Calabro, a small village in southern Italy, deep in the heart of Calabria. It's a place of ancient ruins, quiet streets, strong families, and traditions that have survived for centuries. But it's also part of a region often called the poorest in Italy. Most visitors come to Italy searching for Rome, Venice, Florence, and the Amalfi Coast. Few make it here, and that's exactly why I wanted to show it to you. So come with me, familia, as we spend a day in one of the most overlooked corners of Italy.
Familia, today I'm going to take you here in my small village in the south of Italy.
We begin here among the ruins of Soriano. These ancient ruins have watched centuries pass, earthquakes, wars, emigration, and change.
This is our town hall. Questa è la nostra Casa Bianca.
As I walk through these broken walls, I can't help but think about how many generations came before us, how many people lived their entire lives here. For many visitors, these are just ruins. For us, they are part of our story.
Just in one occasion, during the 14th of September, every year, all the population come here together to celebrate San Domenico, who is the saint who protects here the population. And the priest celebrates the Mass from there. Here we can still observe the original floor. And let me show you how I used to go to school in my little town. I used to go down these narrow steps and then more steps. And this one here was my primary school.
Familia, if you're enjoying these journeys through authentic Italy, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
While my high school was a bit more down in the little town, so I used to walk a bit more. In this school, there weren't many students. We were around 50 students per year, and there weren't many teachers as well, but all the teachers were quite nice because they were all of them or most of them from this little town, so they knew our parents or they knew us even outside the school. And there was a beautiful break time with panini, pizzette, focacce for €1 and also a little gym. I just had to stop the video because my teacher came down with the car on the road, so I had to say hello. This is what I was telling you. And I spent here 5 years of my life. I have to be honest, I don't think I learned much, but I made the best friends with whom I'm still a friend nowadays. School. And that is my high school. Imagine going up and down this road every day of your life for 10 years. And this is my high school, which is now under construction because it was in a really bad state. It wasn't not even safe enough for us to study in there at that time. I spent here 5 years and I enjoyed them so much. And one very curious thing is that my father was my art teacher. Imagine having to do this road every day when you are hungry, when it's like 30 degrees, because here in May, June, it's 30 degrees. And we used to finish school at 1:30, super hungry. I want to eat my pasta so much. I used to eat pasta every day, but then, and having to walk this road with friends. But I was lucky enough because for 5 years, more or less, my grandfather came to pick me up every day with the car. But look at the view I used to see every day. And here is how we announce to the community the people who passed away, because here since it's a small little town, we all know each other, so we put pictures and names so that we can all go together to the church and say the last goodbye.
Calabria is often called the poorest region in Italy. Many people hear that and imagine only hardship. But poverty and richness aren't always measured in the same way. Because while money may be scarce, history, family, and community remain incredibly strong.
Guarda qua, a nonna. Taralli. This road is so steep, I really need to climb, like we don't need gym today. So one secret to get to 86 healthy, clean your house by yourself, so you go up and down on your knees, and also live in a place which is uphill. Vendesi, so this house, Vendesi means that it's on sale. So if you want to invest for yourself here, tell me, let me know in the comments, because I can get you a better price. Don't try to call with an American accent, because like you will pay for an house here as if we are in Lake Como. And we are not, we are in a better place. My dad is waiting with the car here. Okay, something crazy. I hope I will see you in the next video. I am not sure, because my dad wants to go down all these narrow little streets we just walked through with the car. So wish me good luck. If I don't see you, I love you.
È vero che è molto bello Sorianello.
Forse.
Sicuramente è più di Soriano.
Non c'è
Questa è
bisogno,
la terza chiesa.
non c'è bisogno di andare a Mirabilandia. Ah! Ah! Aiuto! Aiuto!
Devo dire che papà è un pilota di rally.
Veramente. Ma non la sa, infatti non vedi che qua non entriamo, mo. Oddio. Chiudi lo specchietto, ti devi allargare, non passi. Vai tu dello specchietto. Ah! Sospendi. Oddio, paura! No, paura, fammi scendere. Ho paura, ti dico. Dio mio.
Growing up here was simple. Everybody knew everybody. The streets were our playground. The piazza was our meeting place. And every corner held a memory. In this part of Italy, many parents watch their children build lives far away. But despite that, the connection never disappears. No matter where Italians go in the world, a part of them always remains here.
Famiglia, here in a small village, everybody knows everybody, but online it is different. Your name, phone number, home address, old addresses, and even information related to your family can appear on people's search sites, and often with you not even realizing it. And when that information is exposed, it can make you easier to find, contact, profile, or target online. That is why I use Incogni. Incogni contacts data brokers and many people search sites on your behalf and request the removal of your personal information. And because this data can sometimes appear again, Incogni keeps monitoring and sending follow-up removal requests when needed. And now with custom removals, if you find your information exposed on an eligible website, you can send Incogni the link and they can help request that removal too. Because remember, they cannot harm you if they cannot find you. So if you want to take back control of your personal data, go to incogni.com/Calabria and use the code Calabria to get 60% off an annual plan. Thanks Incogni for sponsoring this video.
This afternoon we are visiting another small town nearby. One of the beautiful things about Calabria is that every village has its own character, its own traditions, its own stories. Life moves slowly here. You won't find crowded tourist attractions. What you'll find instead are conversations, traditions, and a pace of life that many places have lost.
She was my nonna's dog. Perché ti ricorda? Now we'll show you a secret place in my village from where we see all the hill, and it's beautiful at sunset, especially with this golden hour. And right now there are people playing football and girls outside just hanging out, and it's so nice because there are all ages mixed together. So for me, this keeps you healthy, keeps you young and alive. In the city I see always like older people living with older people and young people with young people. Here is all a mix. Dogs, cats, animals, humans, we are all together.
During the evening, life gathers around the piazza. Tonight, I'm spending some time with my dad, just going around together and watching village life unfold. These moments may seem ordinary, but years later, they are often the memories we treasure the most.
Avevo detto che veniva prima, no?
Tu te andavai, che cazzo succedeva un macello te andavai. Succedeva un macello te andavai.
Finito di giocare.
Ah, di solito giocano pure qua?
Sì, qua giochiamo con queste carte. Qua si gioca con scala 40.
Avete pure il tavolo da professionisti.
Biliardino ma nemmeno stavano giocando quando siete venuti.
Sì, stavamo giocando.
Ma li hai ripresi?
No. Devo chiedere il permesso.
Antonello, poi ti accorgi che facciamo finta che giocamo, dai. Dai, forza. E ci siamo.
Potete giocare
No, fino a quando ho fatto 15 partite.
Ha giocato già.
Non mi passavo. Dai. Forza.
15 partite. Io compro.
E poi giochiamo a divertirci, capito?
Mettiamo a scegliere. Ma giusto per la ripresa. Allora basta. La destra roccato.
500.000 ti vedo. Questo
Sono professore, non parlo brutto.
sono quelli. Vuoi giocare Paolo?
Questa è cara.
può giocare, vedi?
Fai finta. Cosa vi devo dire? Questi sono professionisti. A carte aspettavo te.
E ogni giorno giocate carte,
Ma
biliardino.
sono sempre tutti i tavoli pieni. Adesso
Pieni.
se viene... Tutti i soci. 30 persone, non ne prendiamo più.
We pay for this tomorrow, maybe. So this is a pizza al taglio. Pizza al taglio, it comes in 2 slices, one on top of the other, but you pay just for one. Like this is €1
Il prezzo quanto è?
€1,30. And this is a margherita, but you can pick like gruya, potato, everything you want. Discovering Calabria. This river that you see here is next to my house, but it's not always a river, just when it rains. And I love the sound. My grandmother's house. By the way, it's still on sale, so if you're interested, just send me an email. So familia, here we're entering an area between Soriano and Sorianello, which is called San Bruno. So San Bruno, it's a special place, especially if you are religious, because the legend says that San Bruno, the saint, passed from here, continuing his journey south, and staying here, he loved so much the nature that he decided to stay in prayers for a long time. That's why here we have a statue of San Bruno praying that I will show you in a moment. Here on the right, they use this space to work olive and oil in general. In fact, the smell is a bit strong. In all Italy this year it's raining a lot. It's really an issue. That's why we can see like the hills coming down because they are too wet and the earth cannot hold anymore. This one used to be a wheel used to work water, so it was part of a major structure. Since here on the right we have a river.
Today, my mom wanted to have a walk in a beautiful place, the nearby town of Sorianello and the beautiful Certosa area connected to San Bruno. Just a short distance from Soriano, the landscape changes. Forests become denser, the air becomes cooler, and the mountains remind you of Calabria's wild beauty.
I love my region so much because you can literally find everything from almost desert to beach to mountains, rivers, waterfalls. There's literally everything. But also my heart is very sad because we don't keep it as we should, all of us. Like for example, in this very beautiful place, look how we keep like the toilet. There are no service.
This area is famous for its spiritual history and peaceful atmosphere. Surrounded by nature, it's a place that invites reflection. A place where silence speaks louder than words.
Here, as you can see, the mountain, the hill is coming down because of the rain and because it's like very unstable, this ground. And it's dangerous since, for example, my house is just next to this hill. So we literally are in a natural danger. When I was little, like this place was not like this. I remember I used to play with my friends here and we used to come whenever we had a free day or a holiday, like 15th of August or Monday after Easter. But now, like, it's even hard to walk. It's very slippery, the grass is very high, and I can see like that people don't take care of this place as we should and they should. So it makes me quite sad. The water was so fresh, actually very cold. I used to come here whenever I was stressed because of studying, because of school exams, and this place always relaxed me a lot since it's in nature and I can kind of feel the spiritual nature of the place. By the way, here you can also find like snakes, what we call bisha. Bisha is like a black snake, and it's not dangerous. Like once we even found it at home because my cat Pepino, I don't know if you remember him, he brought it in, but it's not dangerous, are just wild black snakes. Italy is such an amazing country, like literally it has everything. My mom walks so fast, I don't know how can she walk this fast, and I will not reveal you her age, but she can go up on a head standing and do 100 abs. She's like so strong and she went through a lot as well in her life, so I don't know how she is this strong at her age. Like way stronger than me. I will try to go up on this bridge. I hope it's not dangerous. Okay, I don't know if I should do this. Woo! It's full of holes in the middle and I don't think this is safe, but good spots for a picture or a romantic date. This place, so wild, it's just 5 minutes from my house, not even, maybe 2 minutes walking. And many studies prove that living next to nature and in contact with it can lead to a longer and healthier life. So maybe this is one of the reasons why in this area we live very long. Like I know many people who are like 90, 89, 100. We will visit my nonna now, who is 98, and they never spent a day in the hospital, and maybe this is one of the reasons. This ground that you observe like this, it's because of wild pigs, which are called the cinghiali. Maybe you had ragù di cinghiale if you visited Tuscany. And it's really a problem now because they are too many. And we even saw one running through the market once. If I'll find the video, I will pop it in so you will see. Ah, ma che albero è questo? Ah, le more. This tree makes one of my favorite fruits ever. They are called more, and you can find like black more and white more. I prefer the white ones because they are so sweet. Here the street is blocked because of a landslide, so we cannot move from here. We will have to go back. A bit of admiration for me doing this in heels, like a true southern Italian woman. Scientists also say that it's very good to touch trees, to touch grass, and it's very grounding and can calm a lot your anxiety, stress. Another landslide, so crossing this, like it will be challenging, and it used not to be like this, like it used to be like a road in which even a car could pass. So now here we enter where San Bruno, the legend says, that stopped to pray, just under this very ancient olive tree. An olive like this, I think, is like hundreds years old.
Southern Italy has challenges: population decline, mafia, youth emigration, economic struggles, but it also has something harder to find: identity, roots, a sense of belonging. The poorest region in Italy? Maybe. That's what statistics say. But statistics can't measure memories. They can't measure family, and they can't measure the feeling of coming home. This is Calabria, and this is home. Until next time, famiglia.